Hello, Rich Kid Retro here. Just doing a quick video of PlayStation top 10 games. These are top 10 PlayStation games, my favourite ones. There's a few people done a few posts on my subscription, so I thought I'll share with you my top PS1 games. Just going to show you 5 games which didn't make it into top 10. So which one of them was Crash Bandicoot. When this first came out, it was pretty good actually. I really enjoyed it. I also enjoyed the big double case it came with. This is my very original from, I think it's 95. My very original one. I don't know why I put stickers on the back. Also came with a demo with Tekken 2, Wipeout, tino777. Might not be my original, maybe it was a different one. Yeah, so Crash Bandicoot. I love the way I love the hog level when you're on the hog. And it's just quite a challenge, I just really enjoyed it. Another game which I really loved was Hard Trilogy. Basically speaks for yourself, all the Die Hards, 3 games. One of them was just like a car racing game. We had to just basically, it was a bit like Crazy Taxi, you had to go to a certain point and try and stop a bomb. I remember the Samuel Jackson just shouting, "Let me drive, let me drive." That's all we ever said. And then you had sort of like a 3D third person shooter. We just run around in the tower, and all they ever said was "Get the Yankee, get the Yankee." I've never finished that part of the Die Hard. It was really hard. You would run out of ammo, just run around in circles. It was just solid. And then there was like Die Hard Trilogy, the gun game, which I really enjoyed. I remember I used to just go to so many arcades because I live in Cornwall. There's loads of like seaside resorts, so many arcades, and spend hundreds of pounds just playing the gun games. And when this came out, it was just a good way of getting a few friends over. It's a shame it wasn't a 2-player, but yeah, it was just a really good game. Then you got Abes Oddworld. But I don't know why I've actually not in my top 10. I remember them going hello, hello, follow me, follow me. So I might actually give it a play later on because I haven't played it for about 10 years. But yeah, it's just a really, really good game. Just love the creativeness of the game as well. Yeah, so that's Abes Odyssey. One of my favourite games, Future Cop LAPD. This game was sort of like the Desert Strike, or Electronic Arts Desert Strike of like for the PlayStation really. When you had like Desert Strike, Jungle Strike, Urban Strike, this was just an up-to-date version. It was a good 2-player little mech game. Just run around, you can upgrade your weapons, you can go head to head with each other. It was good, probably one of the first games that had good 3D environments. I used to get lost quite a lot on it. But yeah, that just missed out on my top 10. Another one just missed out on my top 10, which is Final Fantasy VIII. I thought I'd show you my big box version. Just to tease you. It's got all the t-shirt and everything. The reason it's not in my top 10, because, I don't know, it was so far removed from Final Fantasy VII. I really enjoyed Final Fantasy VII. I didn't like the way, I don't know, there was all tool characters. They would all like follow you around instead of like jumping in your pants like Final Fantasy VII. Also, I didn't like the way you drew. All you had to do was like draw the magic and then add that to your weapons, rather than sort of build materia up. You just spend half the time just pressing one button, just drawing. Sometimes I would just literally just leave it on. I'd go to school and come back, and then all the draw points would be like all filled up again, and you just go around drawing. And also, I think the first disc actually. First couple of discs where you just spend most of the game just trying to fight that princess lady. I think it's Idea or Dell, and then she just joins your party. I remember just going to this town and there's like some kind of procession and you have to like assassinate her, and you find out she's been taken over by like an evil spirit, and then she just joins your party, and then you think you literally just wasted half the game. Yeah, just half the game chasing her around, you know. She seemed to be the most evil queen ever, and then she just joins you. And just after that, I just never really enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy the flashbacks with those 3 guys. I haven't played this for ages, actually. I just didn't enjoy the flashbacks. But I did enjoy the GF, the Guardian Forces. They were really good the way they didn't actually like each other. I like the skills of them as well. You can actually make them learn skills. Yeah, so that was, these are my ones that didn't make it into the top 10. Top 15 I should have done. Okay, in at number 10 is Wipeout 2097. This and Burnout Road, I would say, was probably my first 2 or 3 games that I got for the PlayStation. The soundtrack was just awesome. The soundtrack was just brilliant. It had like Firestarter, Chemical Brothers, I remember this Underworld, Left Field, Orbiter. I'm sure it might have even had a bit of Daft Punk in it, but it was just like really good. There's a book as well. I don't know why it's not in there. Yeah, so I really enjoyed the sound. It was just a good racing game. It took a while to sort of master going around the corners, using your air, I think it was air boosts. But soon when you mastered it, it was pretty good. In at number 9, International Track and Field. Great multiplayer game. Many days of fun playing this. This used to be basically hilarious. Your thumbs would be aching. I remember my thumb, skin on my thumb would like come off. Literally just bash the buttons X and O as fast as you can. And this is the way like sometimes you would just like do the 100 meters in literally like 7 seconds, and you'd be like, how did I do that? Just because of the power up, or you just throw the hammer, be like 100 meters, literally out the stadium. Yeah, it's just a really good multiplayer game. It was the first multi-tap game I got, and it's just good. Yeah, it's still good to this day. When I have my gaming nights, people always want to play International Track and Field. None of the sort of like newer track games. Okay, in at number 8, Grand Theft Auto. My first 18 game. I remember being 15 years old and getting this. I'm trying to think, how did I get this? Oh, I got 2 Final Fantasy VIIs for Christmas, and I took one back to my local shop. And this was the only game available to swap, so I got Grand Theft Auto. I just really loved the game. I definitely think the older ones are still the better ones. I didn't like the new, from San Andreas onwards, I didn't like that one. Didn't like Grand Theft Auto. Was it 4 or 5 now? It all just seems a bit the same. But these, when they first came out, were just so original. I used to love just running around and beating the monks up. But just, yeah, just really good having the police after you. It was just funny. Okay, in at number 7, Blaze and Blade. Bit of a random choice, but yeah, basically, obviously I love RPGs. I love like obviously the Final Fantasy VII and Breath of Fire. And when I literally picked this up, I got told it's a bit like Breath of Fire with 4-player. So yeah, it's another multi-tap game. And a few of us used to just come around and just build our characters. So if you ever get a chance to play this, get 3 or 4 of you around, multi-tap. And then yeah, just slowly build your characters up. Pretty hard game. Pretty hard game. I remember the bosses were pretty solid. Half the time, it was just like you had to it's just trial and error really. Just trial and error whether to what to use on them. So you had to just play it for hours and hours. See if you ever get a chance. Blaze and Blades, really sort of game. Okay, my only sort of like first-person shooter, and that's Disruptor. Good first-person shooter. Definitely underrated. Obviously, it's always Doom, Hex, Exhumed, Duke Nukem. But this was like the first-person shooter I played. I remember just having some kind of like mind powers that you can do like mine balls at people, and then sort of like electrocute them. It was really easy on easy. Literally, the creatures would hardly ever take any health off you. But when you put it on the hardest setting, it was just it was pretty impossible. But yeah, I remember there was a beastie gun that had like a three guns he just fired. It was just like awesome, and had a good FMV sequence in it as well. I think it was like real people telling you what to do, telling you to do the mission. It came out at the same time as like Rebel Assault 2. Yeah, I remember they both came out at the same time. So yeah, I don't know what it's in a double case. No platinum version of it though. But it says the mother of all shoot-em-ups. So if you do get a chance, you know, give that a good go. Disruptor. It's a really good game. Okay, in at number 5. PaRappa the Rapper. I'm laughing because it's such a funny game. Kick punches all in the mind. Basically, it was the first sort of like dance stage games they have all have now. We just press like one button and he does a little move. This was like the first one. It was quite solid actually. I remember literally just a triangle would come up and you literally have to press it about 5 times and you like just get like a massive bonus, but if you pressed it once, you didn't. So yeah, I remember I think I picked this up when I was literally about 16, 17. I was doing my driving test and on the second stage there's this woman, the cow lady, teaching you how to drive. Chuck, 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 good signal to the right. And you think, chuck, 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 good signal to the right. Yeah, I remember just laughing thinking, this is how I'm supposed to drive? Yeah, it comes with a really good instruction manual. I think it's quite sought after. Definitely better than Ooh Jammy Lammy. See like a massive poster. The Hip Hop Hero. Definitely a unique game. So if anyone hasn't got it or even tried it, yeah, just pick it up. There's always some random sayings in there. You gotta do what? I gotta believe. Quite cheesy American hip hop style back in the day. Okay, number 4. Tony Hawk Skateboarding. Yeah, the first Tony Hawks that came out, I think came out in 97, I think. Well, no, 99, quite late, yeah, 99. Great soundtrack. So I played it earlier and just blitzed the game in literally 45 minutes. But yeah, it was just really easy to play, easy to pick up and play. Good 2-player. Yeah, easily good 2-player. I think it was the first vibration function game that I actually picked up. So that was really good. Some of the letters were a bit of a pain. You sort of had to go up ramps at random angles and you end up just grinding along some random poles to even get to them. So half the time when you try and do it like you would in real life, you wouldn't actually get the actual where it says like, I think it says like Tony Hawk's or something. Or Skate, yeah, to pick up Skate. Yeah, so that was really good. Yeah, look, some good characters in there as well. Good different skateboarders, all with their unique abilities. Yeah, so definitely that's a brilliant game. I used to have a little ps1 and little screen. I used to just take it into work and just play it on my lunch break. Okay, in at number 3 is Command & Conquer Retaliation. This is the third Command & Conquer that came out for the PS1. There was Command & Conquer, just a normal one, Command & Conquer Red Alert, and this one, Command & Conquer Retaliations. This one was basically the PC version, but with all the add-ons. There was loads of different add-ons. This had like the Tesla troops, the nuclear, with those subs that can actually surface, and missile subs, and it was a good link-up game. I remember this coming out on, I don't know, yeah, it was either Thursday or a Friday, and my mate came over, and we would always play Command & Conquer Red Alert, but I changed the discs and didn't tell him. And when we were playing Link Up, he would just wondered why all his power plants are being destroyed. It was because I had like a missile sub just destroying half his base. And he goes, why have I got Tesla troops? I'm like, Then I actually showed him the box, and then, yeah. Good hours of play. The only downside, it would really slow down. You literally just build up a massive army. And then you can always tell when someone's attacking you or when you're about to attack, is literally it would slow down as you're buying something. It would just literally go down, instead of going down 1 credit, like really fast. It would just go, and it would just slow down, and it literally just have a standoff with like 30 mammoths, and they just go, and then 10 seconds later, yeah. So it was a pretty funny game actually when I think about it. I used to have like 2 TVs, and one of them literally used to just flash. I had the biggest TV in the village, like a 28-inch TV, and one of me had a little 14-inch TV. And I'd be like, I used to win every time just because I had like a bigger TV, because you could hardly see. In at number 2 is Resident Evil 2. Definitely the best Resident Evil. I think this definitely, defined the generation of survivor horror. I love the way there was like 2 discs. I just loved it just from start to finish, just the first animated opening. Resident Evil. Just the voice. I remember, when did I get this? Yeah, I think I got it on Friday when it came out. I remember taking a day off school. I was ill and it came through the post. I ordered it from Excitement Direct, I think it was, yes, Excitement Direct mail order. And it came in the post, and I literally completed it twice in one day. I was like, oh, it was quite easy. I just put it on the easiest setting, and when all my mates came home from school, they were like, what's it like, what's it like? So yeah, it's just really good, yeah, I really just enjoyed the game. Just the tyrant when he's just running after you, going through the walls. I also enjoyed the second disc, where obviously, when they crash in the, I think it's in the truck, you start on one side of like the Baron, with her or him. And it was just really good, you leave weapons for each other. Yeah, such an awesome game. Yeah, I just wish sort of some of the people, I don't know, it's just weird. Just no one seemed to survive, you know? No one seemed to help. You seem to be like the Lone Ranger, and half the people just died. So I wish, yeah, I wish Resident Evil sort of go back to its sort of like original ideas, you know? The newer ones, I don't know, they're just a bit, I don't know, they're not zombies, they're just like normal, just human beings just going, Dobby, and just running after you. Resident Evil, yeah, Resident Evil 5. I enjoyed Resident Evil 4, that was okay, but yeah, definitely Resident Evil 2 was definitely the best. No, don't come this way, that's all I remember. I think that's from Resident Evil 1. And number 1, which is most people's, is Final Fantasy VII. Which, yeah, it was my first game that had more than one disc when I picked it up. I remember getting it for Christmas and never putting it down. I wasn't really experiencing RPGs when I first started, so I didn't know about leveling up and stuff. And I remember just getting to the end, and Sephiroth did like 11 supernovas on me and just kept turning me into a frog. And there was only one character who I had like a ribbon for, and all the rest of them didn't have any ribbons. And literally, it'd take me 2 hours just to defeat Sephiroth, and I was only like level 35. So yeah, it was just really good. Yeah, I couldn't believe when I first played it, I didn't want to level up and stuff, but I found it just fun. I love the little mini games, the bike when you go in the Shin headquarters. I really like. It's probably the first and sort of only game where I sort of like I felt for the characters. You know, I didn't like Sephiroth at the beginning, and then you know I became to like him at the end, and think you know you pretty messed up individual, but you sort of feel sorry for him. And in the end, you just didn't like the Shinra company. I loved Red 13. Such good characters. Barrett, he's just an angry black man. He was like an angry Mr. T with a gun. So yeah, it was just really good. The Golden Sorcerer. Gutted when Efrith dies, or Ares dies, depends. I think I called her Amy at the time, so I'm like, yeah, Amy, I can't believe she died, and all my mates were like, Amy? Who's Amy? I realised she's called Efrith or Ares. So yeah, it was just such a good game. I'm so glad that I've actually played it. You know, it's one of those privileged games that I think basically changed the world of gaming. I do believe. Just one of those games where obviously you saw the advert on TV before, like I don't know, before like movies, games, and videos. I think it was Games Master at the time. Sweet Valley High and Fresh Prince, it like takes you back to when you literally, yeah, you just come home and watch Neighbours, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and then it was like Heartbreak High or Sweet Valley High. And then it was like Ren and Stimpy, and then just play this for literally 3 or 4 hours. Every time when I come home at 3, just put this in and just play it straight away. Just love the emeralds, just love the way you can actually choose where you wanted to sort of like go, but you still had like a bit of a story. So you can sort of like go off course for an hour or two. I remember I didn't actually pick up, when I first played it, I didn't pick up the Chocobo lure. I didn't even buy one. All I did was just ran across the little lake or the swamp, and the snake didn't kill me. So when I actually tried to do my what's it called? Try to breed the chocobos. I didn't actually pick up the chocobo lure the guy actually gave you, or you could actually buy from him. But luckily, when you actually like go into the chocobo ranch, you can go right and pick up a chocobo lure there. But yeah, I think I was well inexperienced when I first played it. I didn't know about much. I think I was about 13 or 14. Didn't know much about obviously leveling up and exploring it. I sometimes, because I just played all the other games, are sort of just mainly so linear. All I did was, you know, just followed the course of the game, and but when I went from a second go, I just explored, and just became a bigger game, 5 times bigger than just following the course of the game. So this is definitely number 1, Final Fantasy VII. So that's my top 15, you could say, but yeah, top 10 and 5 games that didn't make my top 15. Thanks for watching.